Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently fighting off these guys. We took a lot of damage early on and we ejected our Battle Master here. Ended up losing the Ultra AC-20, which made me very sad. But we are in a much better position now than we were anyway. We could drop artillery on these two and splash damage them, or we could go for either of these in direct fire mode and perhaps get a kill due to those structure exposures. And I think that's what we're going to go for. Do we want to go for the Victor or the Marauder at this point, though? I think we go for the Victor due to the increased hit odds. So let's go ahead and do that. We actually ended up hitting the Madcap Mark II with a stray shot there. And we hit the Victor pretty hard, and we also splash damaged the Marauder. That turned out really well, actually. I'm very pleased with that. Our Mauler is going to step forward here. And we're going to, I think, just eliminate this Victor. Well, it may survive this. It kind of depends on where its ammo is located, I guess. That's an AC-20 destruction. There we go. The Victor is indeed down with an AC-20 ammo explosion. Fantastic. There goes the barrage. It's not going to hit any of our mechs. Oh, it did actually do a little damage to our Corsair. I did think we were outside of that, but okay. The Awesome will move up over here, and we're going to fire on either the Madcap Mark II or the Marauder. It will be the Madcap Mark II.
Firing.
Okay, solid hits there. The Griffin moves in. Let's see what it does. Goes for the Marauder, gets a little bit of damage in there. I like it. So now the Padilla moves, and this could do some damage to us. But it didn't fire its arrow 4. I love it. The Salamander is going to step up. And let's check hit odds. 33, 92. Well, that's an obvious choice. We're going to fire on the Madcap Mark II.
Roger.
Okay, that's a structure exposure, maybe even a knockdown, and an ER large laser destruction. That Madcap Mark II not doing so well. Okay, so at this point, it's going to be the Marauder moving. It backs off a little bit and doesn't fire.
Yes, Commander.
Fascinating. We're going to move in with the Black Knight up over here. We're going to go for the Marauder. And I'm even going to Warlord this. We have a lot of rolls here, straight into its weak side.
Copy that.
Destroyed an ERPPC. I like it.
Target's taken a critical hit.
That is fantastic. Centurion moves in. Goes for the Corsair. Gets good clustering there.
Reporting light damage.
And the Corsair is going to step forward here. We actually get rear arc, of all things, on that Marauder. But hit odds are so much better on the Centurion, I think we'll go for this. Got a through armor heatsink destruction there. Not bad.
Got past the armor.
Okay, and at this point the Madcap Mark II is going to step in over here. We're going for the kill on their Madcap Mark II.
Target clock.
That was a lot of internal damage,
Scored a critical hit.
but that was not a kill. The Osprey is also going for the Mark II. That was not a lot of internal damage. That was the opposite. Okay, the Boar's Head is going to move up, and we're going to fire on the Marauder here and hope to do some splash damage. We may even want to fire this indirect due to these hit odds. And I'm going to do that.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Oh, that was terrible. That was much better. A foot destruction there. Okay.
Critical hit, Commander.
Not the best. The Infernus moves in but doesn't do anything. The Archer also doesn't fire still. I'm very sad about that. And that's that unit we don't know about. There it is. Okay.
Damage minimal.
So that's a Bola. Got it. The Mauler is going to move in. We're going to have it finish the Mark II. In fact, I feel like we don't even need the LBXs here.
Engaging target.
There we go.
Enemy down.
Perfect. So there's the Madcat Mark II gone, and at this point, we've got an ally that's going to move in here. That's going to be the Drillson. We'll see what it does. Eventually, anyway. It has a lot of things to consider, I suppose. So that is fine. It's going to fire on the Bola. Okay, now we know that that's rocking AMS. Good to know. We also know that these 4 units are the only remaining units, so we should be fine. It's just super unfortunate that we took the damage in the pattern that we did on the Battlemaster. Like, losing the X-Pulse in the medium laser was through armor, and that made me so sad. Losing the AC-20, I mean, yeah, that is sad, but it's not the end of the world,
On the move.
because they destroyed that component location, right? So, I mean, I understand that. That's fine. 56%. Oh, 92 on that Centurion? This Centurion is super dead here, I think.
Got it.
There we go.
Hey,
Fantastic.
go. I am out of SRM.
Phase 21 is going to be the Padilla. We'll see if it fires that Arrow 4 right into this cluster of mechs we've got. It does not. Is it out of ammo or something? I don't know. The Awesome is going to close in, and we probably fire on the Marauder here. Yeah, we definitely do. I do want to Warlord this. And 50%.
Target acquired.
Not great. We got a head hit, I guess. We take out that torso, and that Marauder is gone, though. That pilot doesn't have anything beyond this. So, yeah, this should be a dead Marauder here.
Target confirmed.
Torso destruction there.
Reporting critical hits.
That's another pilot injury. But it was already at 2 injuries. I don't know why that pilot didn't die just now. That's odd. Feels like it should have. Regardless, the Marauder will die very soon. Rude.
Ready.
Okay, the Madcat Mark II is going to move in here. We could fire on either of these. And I think we're going to fire on the Bola here. What's the armor on this? Not very high.
Engage.
Let's see if we can get any damage in. It's got that stealth field generator, which is unfortunate. So yeah, we didn't get any hits there. But we can keep rolling those. And if that artillery tank is out of Arrow 4s, I would be delighted. We'll see if that's the case. The Boar's Head is going to move up. I would love to continue to fire on this Bola, and given the fact that this is the way it is, I kind of want to fire direct fire here. And I'm even going to Warlord it. We know there's AMS.
Firing everything I've got.
But it didn't really matter. Excellent. The Archer moves in, fires on that Marauder, could knock it down here. That was all internal damage, but it may have just been damage transferring over to the CT.
I'm here.
The Corsair is going to move in, and we're probably better off firing on the Marauder here, right? Yeah, we are. We're going to go ahead and Warlord it and fire into the rear arc of this Marauder. See what we get.
I have the advantage.
Decent damage there, but nothing too major.
Scored a critical.
Oh, he panics and ejects. I like it. The light carrier fires on the Bola. I think puts down some mines. That's great. And the Drillson moves in, fires on the Padilla. Doesn't do much of anything. And yeah, that's definitely some mines in that area.
Standing by.
So at this point, the Mauler is going to close in, and we'll just see what we can get with the LBXs. Probably not a whole lot, is the answer. But we'll see.
Locked on target.
Actually, that was decent armor shred. I like it. That was pretty great. So at this point, the Salamander comes in. And we do still have ATMs. We can't Warlord this, but we can at the very least overwhelm its AMS. Let's see what we get. We didn't have great hit odds there, but we definitely overwhelmed that AMS, and it's basically out of armor on this flank. The Black Knight can probably finish the job here.
Affirmative.
It's dead. It's gotta be. There we go. Excellent. So all that's left now is the Padilla, and that's over on the other side here. It's going to move now. We'll see if it actually fires. Yep, it is. Okay, sounds good. So it fires that arrow 4, but we're okay. The Corsair is going to close in, and now we can actually shoot at this guy, which is great. I'm very pleased about that.
I'm taking this job.
Not great shots there, but they're okay, I guess. And it's very weak on the armor on that side.
I'm receiving you.
I don't think we can really access that side super easily, but we're actually front arc here, which means that we can theoretically hit over here.
Target confirmed.
Okay. Well, his front armor is definitely going to be running low after that. Our allies are tossing a few additional mines in. I don't really care about that since we can actually shoot at this guy. The Griffin closes in a bit. That looks like internal damage, but it may have just been hitting the turret. I'm guessing that's what that was. The Madcap Mark II is going to go ahead and Warlord. This could easily be a kill here at this point. We're definitely in the kill potential range. So that's great. Well, that didn't go all that well for them. They move basically everyone that they have in this round, so we'll see if our allies manage to finish out the Padilla here. And in fact, that is a structure exposure. Not bad.
Orders?
Our Mauler will move in, and this should finish the job. There we go. Okay, so the real question is, what are we going to do about the Battlemaster?
Reporting. Vehicle.
I mean, simple with a fat payday at the end. I mean, I'm not sure I'd count that mission as simple, Darius. We took a lot of damage, more than I would have liked. But less than it could have been. Like, I feel like ejecting the Battlemaster was the right choice. Especially since they got that head hit in early, and then the knockdown basically immediately after, so we only had 1 pilot health there. 1.2 million C-bills means we should be profitable here, though. Unfortunately, losing that Ultra AC-20 does hurt. Unless there's an Ultra AC-20 in here. There's an HVAC-20. But I feel like that's just kind of worse. I mean, 2 critical hit chance. Yeah, I mean, that's decent, I suppose. But it's got that 16% chance of misfire. I mean, I would prefer to have the UAC-20, all things considered. There's some clan double heat sinks in here that we could grab. Or we could grab a Nidhogg part for cash. Potentially a Padilla? Is that better? Yeah, the Padilla part would be better. Okay, we'll do that. Standard fusion engine, an AC-20 or AC-10 double ammo. We did get the HVAC-20. We'll keep that around. I'm not sure we have ammo for that, though. Okay, well, we're going to need to refit the Battlemaster, so that is fine. As far as how much it's going to cost to repair this, it's going to be pretty expensive, probably somewhere on the order of 400,000 C-bills. And that doesn't even count the full cost of what the Battlemaster is going to be. That's just my estimate of what Yang is going to tell us. We'll see what he comes up with. With any luck, it'll be decent. But we'll see. Any moment now, Yang. Sometimes it just takes him a while. 550k. Okay, that was a little more than I expected, but that's about ballpark, to be honest. Go ahead and do that, and we need to refit the Battlemaster. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to need to replace the cockpit on it, and we are also going to need to replace the UAC-20. Yeah, that's 300k right there. Okay, I actually didn't expect it to be 300k for that. It's a little cheaper, but we haven't maxed the armor yet, and yep, there it is. So at this point, do we have another UAC-20 to put in there? No. We could put in a Federated AC-20. That's kind of filling the same role as the Mauler, though. Do we want to make this guy maybe a little bit longer range? We could put in, like, dual Ultra AC-5s. One of them Clan, one of them Inner Sphere. That might be an option. And then we'd need to drop the 4 tons of UAC-20 ammo, obviously. So that would give us some interesting amounts of tonnage. What if we went for, let's see, these would do 90 total damage. So this would do almost the same amount as the single UAC-20. We could also go with the HRAC 5. That would actually be worse than what we've got here, though. So what do we have for UAC 5 ammo? That's saved. We're going to go for the doubled UAC 5 ammo. Okay, so something like that. Now, we need to keep in mind, this is going to chew through ammo twice as quickly. So this is going to be 36 shots. So cut that in 4. This is going to be around 10 rounds of ammo. That's probably enough. So we still have a little bit of tonnage that we could put in over here. We're going to be downgrading these lasers. I mean, we got kind of unlucky with the damage spread, so it is what it is. We're basically going to need to put in like an ER small laser and a ER medium laser. Our heat efficiency is still maxed. So we could theoretically drop this double heatsink and have an additional ton to work with. Drop the ER small and go for like a medium heavy laser. That could work. And then we'd have a half ton to work with. We do have a sword on this thing, but we never get in close enough to melee anymore. So that's interesting. But we could go for like an extra half ton of UAC 5 ammo. I suppose we could do that if we have a half ton. We don't. Okay. Another option is we could put this double heatsink back on, downgrade this medium laser to an ER small laser. That might be a decent option. I mean, I think this is objectively a downgrade in ideal range from what the Battlemaster was. That said, this has a much wider range bracket now. So I think that's okay. We'll go ahead and get that ready to go, although we have not done anything in the head yet. We should definitely do that. So let's look for some sensors here. Could go for like a sensor sentinel. That's probably too much tonnage. Yeah. So we're not going to do that. We could instead go for... Well, we're going to need like a ballistic accuracy FCS on this. I think that would be ideal. And then for our sensors, well, we could put an enhanced imaging on here. That'll fill up that slot, but I'm okay with that. A long scan sensor? That could work. Sure. That'll do the trick. We'll go ahead and validate that. and we'll get that guy good to go. So I mean, that'll put us down to almost exactly 4 million C-bills, but that's fine. So that is going to be quite a long time before that's ready. We'll need to do something along the lines of this. We've got a lot of repairs ahead of us. That said, we should be able to get a lot of this done before the financial report and deploy again. So that would be great. Let's go ahead and tick forward a little bit here. What are we going to get for this? A Bauman group. Ah, this is a Flashpoint campaign. Darius calls you to the bridge. My contacts came through, Diane. I've got a lead on the Dobrev. A grainy image fills the view screen. What you're looking at is a Bauman Group distribution center on Independence. Every scrap of exotic contraband that's been turning up on the black market has gone through this site. Sumire nods thoughtfully. Sounds good, Exo. I'll mark it on the star map. When we're ready to check it out, just let me know. One other thing, Commander. Darius pulls up a dossier on the view screen. For 50,000 C-bills, I can arrange for a portion of Bauman's security team to call in sick on the day of our arrival. Could save us some trouble when we follow up on this. 50,000 is not much, and will probably take more damage than that. Do it. Darius dips his head in agreement. You got it, Diane. I'll make the arrangements. Yang gives you a sidelong glance as your Exo turns to go. And I'll go prepare our salvage team. If this goes the way I hope it will, we stand to gain some pretty impressive hardware. Exotic weapons, strange new mechs, things I haven't even imagined yet. And knowledge, Yang, Farah adds, her eyes glittering with excitement. Knowledge and adventure with the promise of more to come. A new flashpoint has been added in Independence. We have a bunch of repair work to do, so and we have decent funds in the bank. So I think we should just go there immediately. Where is it? Over here? No. Where is Independence? Can we just... Is there a search function? I don't think so. This is in Striator. Is it up here? No, that's the Urano Restoration. This one? Nope. Limited Team Gladiator. All the way down here. Oh yeah, it's all the way down here. 41 days. Okay, so we're definitely going to take a financial report here. I don't think we're going to take 2, though. Sounds good. Let's go. So off we go. Our engine repairs have finished up. I don't think, considering we're taking a bit of a long trip right now, that we should necessarily upgrade our medical bay, although we should think about that. Let's hop into the mech bay here. We know for a fact that we have that Padilla part that we can scrap to get ourselves some extra cash. If we can get up to 5 million C-bills, I think I'm comfortable with it. And we can get to 5 million C-bills. The question is, do we want to get rid of some of these mech parts in addition to some vehicle parts? Here's the Padilla part. So that's 400k right there. 40% of what we need. Wonderful. What else do we have available? Here's a Typhoon part. There's another 100k, so that's half of what we need. Anything else? Yes. 2 Bulldog parts. That's another 100k. Magnificent. And anything else in here? Potentially. Potentially. Okay, looks like that's it for now. Unless I'm blind. I'm probably blind. But let's go through some of these, like, lighter heavies and get rid of maybe, like, some Crusader parts. That's another 56k. There's these 2 here. That's another 56k. And you know what? I think I'm comfortable with it at this point. So let's go ahead and grab this upgrade. 2 million C-bills down the drain. That's okay. We are going to hit this financial report, but we will arrive at our destination in plenty of time. So that is magnificent. Ooh. Finally recalibrate the rotation controllers for 100,000 C-bills. I mean, we'll do it. Morale increased by 5. Okay. I'm not super happy about it, but I guess it'll be fine. And when are we going to arrive? That's going to be in 32 days. Yeah, so we're going to only hit the one financial report here. Good. All of our mechs will be repaired by the time we get there. So that is wonderful. Financial report hitting now. Approximately.
I've got the financial
There we go.
report.
So that puts us down under 1 million C-bills, but we should be fine. We're not going to hit another financial report until after we arrive. 5 days after we arrive. If we need to sell more things, we can once we arrive. Like, I think we have some extra engines and such, but that is okay. So we will arrive there, but it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll arrive there during this outro bit. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. We'll get there soon enough. We're still 13 days out, but there's all of our repairs done. Okay, let's just finish up getting there. Excellent. Lots of jump driving happening right now, hence the lag. And just lots of update sort of things on the map, I guess. Oh boy, another expenditure, huh? We're going to grant General leave and put Taboo into training. Okay. So he's now brave and in high spirits. Perfect. And our morale is very high. So now we'll arrive at Independence. This is our final jump. There we go. Perfect. And with that, we have arrived, and that cut needs to go in. We will continue our Flashpoint campaign next episode. See you all then.